There's not a lot of bigger rocks out here, and I almost passed this one over. But take a look. When you look close, you can see that for sure we've got a really nice big agate, and it's not a small one. Oh my gosh. All right, let's spray this baby off. Wow. What's up guys, it's Alex, and we've got Kip and the family with us today, and we are out on the Yellowstone River for another epic rock hunt. Today we've done a little bit of hiking and we've made it to what I think will be a pretty productive spot. We're gonna be looking for the typical agates, jaspers, petrified wood, but who knows what else we'll find. So let's come along, we'll go hit the river and see what else we can find. So here is where we are searching today, or at least where we're starting out. So we've hiked a decent way from Billings, and we are out on a gravel bar. Usually, if you're able to walk a little bit farther, spots like this tend to be pretty productive. So got our fingers crossed that we're gonna be in for an epic day. Let's see. Gosh, it is a beautiful spring day, so warm. And we've got our first couple finds here. Petrified wood, of course. Beautiful. This is the one that really kind of looks interesting. Darker piece. Interesting. Might be a good one to tumble. I've always enjoyed searching the rocks that are this size. Just feel like it's like the perfect size for hunting. So hopefully we can find some good stuff in here. I think we got another piece of petrified wood right here. Ooh, it's not a little one either. Wow, I think that's actually gonna be really pretty. Let's spray it off. Ooh, that is so cool. Look at the grain on that thing. Oh, and there's some agate banding at the top. That is a cool piece. Look at that wood grain. It's almost perfectly flat. That's really cool. Maybe it's gonna be a petrified wood day. I know I've got some jasper fans and I don't always deliver for you guys, but you know, it's unusual to find jasper this color out here, so I thought that was kind of a cool one to show off. Well, I think we're starting to heat up. So the first thing we've got here is this agate that Alina found. For those of you who don't know, that's my wife. Really cool little agate. And then right here, here's kind of an interesting piece of petrified wood. It's kind of broken apart. I think that's really cool in there though. Look at that. Look at the different like tree rings you can see in there. The pattern from the wood. And then last, but certainly not least, is this agate right there. Let's take a closer look at that. It's a really pretty one. Hard to see if there's much going on the inside, but man, that is definitely a pretty agate. We're doing good. I think we're off to a strong start. Got a couple things over here. First is this little guy. It's kind of an interesting colored piece of jasper. I already plucked it up because I was wondering if there was going to be any like banding on it or anything like that, but I didn't really see much. And then I swear a second ago I saw an agate over here. Take your eye away for 1 second. And then you just kind of lose track of stuff. I must be getting old. But what we're finding is that most of the good stuff is kind of down closer to the river, where the rocks are just covered a little bit with some of that fine river silt. You know, even though this is a ways from an access point, a lot of people float this part of the river, and so you can imagine that they stop, and the first place they come to are the rocks like this that are all clean and makes it a lot easier to find stuff. So sometimes if you go down closer to the river where the rocks are a little bit more silty, you'll actually find a lot more stuff. Just a little pro tip there for you. I think I found a really good one. There's not a lot of bigger rocks out here, and I almost passed this one over. But take a look. When you look close, you can see that for sure we've got a really nice big agate, and it's not a small one. Oh my gosh. All right, let's spray this baby off. Wow. That is crazy. This thing's huge. Got a couple little windows in there. The outside does look pretty fractured. There's another kind of window on this side. Look at that. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. This one, we're gonna have to cut open. And I'm sure this will be a video coming down the pipe. I've been doing a couple videos recently, cutting things open, polishing. So if you haven't had a chance to check those out, definitely consider going to my channel and looking at some of those recent videos, because it's been really fun. And we've been using that big slab saw that we got from Highland Park. They've been awesome supporters of the channel. And this thing, I think, will be perfect to cut. So that's so exciting. All right, let's keep going. Agate alert. Ooh, pretty. Interesting. I think. Yeah, I was gonna say, this one looks like it has a quartz pocket. Look at that. Kind of fractured, but a really cool example of an agate that has a little area of quartz in the middle, and you can see where the agate stops and the quartz begins. Quartz and agate, of course, are kind of close relatives, but they are composed differently. Oh, look over here. A little piece of petrified wood. Hello. Look at that. That's really pretty. There is the hound. Kip, enjoying himself. And right here, Got another nice little piece of petrified wood. At least by the looks of it. Oh, that is pretty. It's a really nice one. So many treasures to be found out here on this river. All right, so we've actually ventured back into the woods now. You can see that there's sort of a side channel, and it must fill up when the high water comes. I've actually found that spots like this are really good for finding stuff, and there's an agate right there. Oh, just kind of a little guy, but that's a good sign, because not many people come back into the woods to look like this. Oh, I'm really excited about this. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Look at that right there. Oh man, this is some of my favorite stuff to find. It's called banded jasper. You can see the jasper material, as in it's not translucent like agate, right? There's agate, translucent, but it's got that banding. That's so pretty. Let's spray it off real quick. There. Now you can really see it. Cool stuff back here already. Look at all that snow melting. It is like, gosh, it feels like it's almost 50 degrees today. Check this out. That's always a sure sign that you've got an agate on your hand. When you see patterning on top like that, 100% of the time. All right, let's spray that off real quick. This is actually really cool. If you look close, you can see that there's some waterline banding and also some really nice moss inside of it. And the patterning on top, I always think that's just really cool. So that's fantastic. All right, we're just walking along the channel, and I just have so much appreciation for this river. So much to explore. And it's like every time you go out, you find things that you've never seen before. So amazing. We're going a little farther down the rock bar here in this little back channel, and we'll probably explore some of these gravels a little bit. We'll probably call it a day after that. I think I got a winner. There's only one thing out here that looks like that. Yep, nice little treasure state agate. Look at those bands. That is beautiful. Very cool. We're kind of on to our last spot here, at least as far as I'd say. We do have nap time to plan for, but this has been an awesome hunt. So a few more minutes looking around over here. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to come back. We'll see what we can find. Who knows, this might be our last agate, and by the looks of it, a absolute stunning agate. Oh, look at that, look at the color on the front. So that's residual from the host rock, as in the rock that the agate formed inside. That's really cool. That's a nice one. Well, that was just sitting right out in the open. When you see them like that, that's a pretty good sign. that there's more around. It does actually feel like, kind of surprisingly, for the amount of work we did to get here, that there's not as much as I was expecting, but I bet the agates are here, I'm just not seeing them. Certainly something that happens probably more often than most rock hunters would like to admit. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you've got another giant, absolute beast of an agate. It definitely looks to me like there's some faint waterline activity in that one. So hard to tell though when you find these whole nodules, but that is going to be another agate to put on the saw. Yeah, it looks pretty fractured, but I mean, it'll still be cool to cut. Gosh, it's been big agate day. Kip, big agate day? That's right. Just kind of a interesting larger piece of jasper with some kind of cool coloring to it. I don't usually bring those home. And it's so funny, as soon as you find one big agate like that, you're just like honed in. You're looking so much harder because you just get that feeling that where there's one, there's got to be more. All right, well, we have wrapped it up. We've got to head back to the car, get home and put the kiddos to bed, but that was an awesome rock hunt. I'm so excited that it's spring. I can't wait to get out for more rock hunting adventures with you soon. Don't forget to follow the channel closely because there's no doubt we're going to be cutting open some of those big agates on our big slab saw, so make sure you stay tuned and keep your eyes open for that. And I'll be sending out more rock hunting videos here in the near future. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you again for the next hunt.